The 2020 NFL Draft is essentially here. So the question is, will the Chicago Bears make a trade in the 2020 draft for one of their draft picks or with one of their draft picks? Okay, so let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? FaizSportsTalk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL. So if you're an NFL fan, especially a Bears fan, make sure you go ahead and you subscribe to the channel because I am bringing the content that you guys need and bringing it pretty much daily. So go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot when you support it, and follow me on my social media. With that being said, here to talk about, like I mentioned, what the Bears are going to do on draft night in terms of trading. Will they keep their picks? Will they trade them? Let's talk about it. So as it stands right now, the Chicago Bears have 7 picks in this upcoming draft, okay? That sounds great, right? Because there's 7 rounds, so the Bears have a pick in every round. Well, not really, okay? There's been various trades over the past couple of seasons that the Bears have made, and because of those, the Bears don't have a pick in every round. Actually, this is how the draft is going to shake out for the Bears currently, okay, with what their selections are. They've got 2 second-round picks. They've got a 5th-round pick, a 6th-round pick, or 2 6th-round picks, and 2 7th-round picks, okay? So essentially, the Bears are missing a 1st-round pick, a 3rd-round, and a 4th-round pick. Where did those picks go? 1st and 3rd round. Thank you for the Khalil Mack trade, Oakland Raiders. That is why we don't have that. And as for the 4th round pick, that is because of the trade with the New England Patriots, where we moved up last year to go ahead and grab David Montgomery. So that is the reason the Bears don't have a 1st, a 3rd, and a 4th round draft pick. So the Bears have, as you see here, 2 number 2s, a number 5, 2 number 6s, and 2 number 7s. So what should the Bears do? Will they trade up? And here's my thing. Right off the bat, I have stated that I believe because of how different the draft is this year with it being virtual, we know obviously everybody's doing it at home, within their home offices, it's going to be virtual. There could be potentially some technology issues. Now, you wouldn't expect that with a billion-dollar, organization like the NFL, but you know what? There could be some technical difficulties, and so I am kind of getting a little cold on deciding if I think there's going to be a lot of trades. I really don't. That was one of my predictions. I think for the most part, teams are going to play it safe and draft their draft picks where they have them at. I don't think the trade activity is going to be crazy this year. Could be wrong, but that is my hunch. But as far as, the Bears are concerned, I think the 2 second-round picks, you have to look to deal one of them, okay? Because here's the thing. They're so close in where they are, at in the draft picks, 43 and 50. And because you don't have a 3rd, a 4th, and a 5th-round pick, you're not going to be drafting for a while. You go from the 2nd to the 6th round. So I think there is a very solid chance the Bears move one of those picks for multiple other picks. So maybe trade a 2nd-round pick for 2 4s. Maybe trade a 2nd-round pick for a 3rd and a 4th, or something along those lines. Because I really do think with this draft and how deep it is at certain positions, for instance, wide receiver, I believe it is very deep at receiver, and the Bears are actually in need of a receiver. We released Taylor Gabriel, we cut him, and behind Allen Robinson, you could say there's Anthony Miller, but he's been a little injury prone and inconsistent. There really isn't a lot of surefire guys that we can trust. And so the Bears need a receiver, and we certainly need a deep threat with no Taylor Gabriel now. We don't have any burners. And so this draft is deeper receiver. And so, for example, I believe the Bears will see that and realize they could get a receiver, in the middle of the draft. And so why not, go ahead and move that 2nd-round pick to go ahead and do that. So I do think the Bears are going to trade here to get more draft picks. And if I know Ryan Pace, or if I think I know Ryan Pace, if he likes a guy, he goes ahead and he moves for that guy. Because right now, with where the Bears stand, their needs are very clear. It's offensive line, right guard help primarily. We need a cornerback. We need a safety. We need a receiver, like I mentioned. I don't believe the Bears are going to draft a quarterback with the acquisition of Nick Foles. So to me, that's a little iffy at this point. I still think now need a tight end because Trey Burton got cut. So before we had Jimmy Graham and Trey Burton, and now you were like, okay, we really don't need to draft a tight end, but now it's just Jimmy Graham and what? Adam Shaheen? Please stop it, okay? So certainly the Bears need a tight end. So there are a lot of positions of need here. There are a lot. And so to me, I believe Ryan Pace is going to look at this draft and realize, okay, look, I have 2 second-round picks. I don't have a third, fourth, or fifth, and I don't have first. Instead of trading up, I definitely think he trades down, and I think he trades down to, the later rounds to realize that this is a deep draft. I'm going to try and get as many picks as I can because you know what? It's cheap labor, and that is how you win in this league, by maintaining the salary cap. So, yes, I do believe the Bears will trade down in this draft, so I expect them to do so with their second-round picks. Will I be totally shocked if they keep their picks and don't make any trades? A little bit, yeah. But it wouldn't, be the most shocking thing, I guess. Because like I said, because of technological concerns, even though it shouldn't be the case, teams could be hesitant and keep their picks just to be safe. Okay, so with that being said, that is what I think, folks. I cannot wait for the NFL draft. I will be obviously here to provide you guys my reaction analysis to the draft picks right away. I'm even thinking about doing a live for the NFL draft to just come live and just watch it with you guys. So make sure you guys are staying tuned in and following me so you guys know when I'm going to go live and when I decide to obviously go ahead and make the announcements that I want to. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for subscribing. And if you haven't, please do so. And thank you as always. Love you guys.